going to address this question because I feel like a lot of people have it. Um, so those of you that don't know me, just look at my YouTube channel. Anyways, a lot of people think that it's hard to get into the army, but look at me. I was in modified math classes in high school, meaning I wasn't dumb, but I wasn't smart. It's just like learning math was very hard for me. Hold on. And that played a huge factor in trying to get into the army. Yes, because in the army, before you can even join, you have to take what's called an ASVAB. I don't even know the fucking acronym for it, but basically it's a test that tests your math knowledge, your comprehension, your spelling, your fucking arithmetic reasoning. That shit was fucking hard. Arithmetic reasoning I cannot do. It's for the life of me. I don't know what the fuck it is. But only reason I got in was special consideration. It's called a category 4. It's basically what they told me was basically my scores were shit, like they were horrible, but they were good enough to qualify me for a job in the army, even though I didn't pass. But the category 4 thing is basically, like I said, your test scores aren't good enough to get you the job you want in the army, but they're good enough to get you needs of the army job. So I took it 3 times, 3 fucking times. 3 times is bad, dude, but I took it 3 times, and then I failed all 3 times. The closest I got was the second time. That was a 30. You have to get a 31 to pass. So I was like borderline in, but I was hoping they could do some sort of consideration and shit. Seeing as I tried to get in for almost a year and a half, they said no, we couldn't. You have to get 31. So I was working at Rouse at the time, and I decided not to take it again because they said if oh, actually no, I took it 3 times, and after you fail 3 times you have to wait 6 months to take another one. So I was waiting. I was like the waiting period, and fucking kids. Yeah, like I was saying before I was interrupted. So after you don't pass, you have to wait. I was in the waiting period, and then my recruiter calls me one day. He says, "Hey, we have something for you. It's in the reserves, though." I'm like I said, I've been trying for so long. Might as well, take what I can get, right? So he's all like, "All right, awesome." So we were doing what we had to do, and then we find out somebody else took it because they live scan you. Apparently, I don't know what the fuck the government does, but they did some shit with your fingerprints, and my fingerprints were outdated. My fingerprints weren't good enough, so they ended up giving it to somebody else. So I had to wait another like month and a half. That's when we got everything done and settled, and it landed on my fucking birthday, the day that I turned 23. 23 or 24, I think it was 24. Yeah, no, the day I turned 24. The day I turned 24, I signed my contract, and then I ended up going to what's called MEPS. I did a lot of shit there. They had to make sure my freaking spine was correct. They had to make sure these are the only things that no, I'm playing. These are the only things that will probably stop you from getting in the military. You're flat-footed. You have depression. You have any sort of mental disorder. If you're a criminal, obviously. What's it called? What else? If you're on medication, it doesn't matter what kind. You have to be off medication for at least 3 years, apparently. I think for the criminal thing, it depends. I'm not sure because I had a sergeant from my old unit. He was actually wavered in being a criminal. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. Don't quote me on like if that's true or not. I'm just saying what the person I met, what he told me. But yeah, if you're flat-footed, if you have any mental disorders, if you have been on medication for 3 years in a row, or you have to stay off of it for 3 years in a row, it's a lot of, there's actually a lot that can get you like kicked out. But there's also the physical demands. You have to, so like for me, at the time I joined, I was 22, 23, I think. I don't remember, dude. I'm fucking horrible with dates and times. But at the time, I was, well, obviously I am, but I was 5'5", but at the time I was like 160, 165, and they have a little chart, and it tells you exactly how much that you have to, it tells you how much you have to be. So for me, being a male at 23 or 22 or 23, and being 5'5", I had to be 175 pounds, I think. No, 170. And I was at 165, so they said, you're just barely making it, like, because within the time that I did that and the time that I actually ship out for basic, I should be able to keep that. But long story short, anybody could get in. There's just like certain restrictions, and a lot of people like this, like, you can have tattoos and shit, but there's just regulations that you have to follow and abide by, or they will get on your ass about it. And I'll get into that in another video. But for right now, if you're curious about joining the military, you're most likely more than capable, except if you have any of those things that I said. Oh, another thing, you can't join the army if you're an only child. Like, if you're the last of your lineage or some shit like that, they won't take you. I forgot the specifics, but I'm pretty sure something to do with like you're an only child. They don't want to take a mother and father's only child from them. I don't really know. I'm not sure if that's still a thing. Yeah, that's all I can think of right now. But I'll make another video about like the rules and regulations and shit, about like tattoos, about the hair. Like this right here, fuck, this shit's out of regulation for reals, dude. And this right here too. You can't have any facial. You could have a mustache, but it has to be kept to a certain standard. I really don't remember the standard. But I'm a reservist, so I only meet up with my unit once a month. So I let it grow out because I like my facial hair. But like this has to be shaved off. This has to be shaved off. You also have to be kept on your fitness regimen. You gotta like at least be somewhat moderately fit. But I'm not sure. But I'm supposed to be taking the ACFT next month, actually, on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. It's only like a 1-day thing, but it's supposed to take like a full day, I guess. And that's what I'm gonna hate, because you have to do cardio, and I fucking hate cardio. But that's all I have for you guys right now. Like I said, I'm gonna make another video about like, I don't even know the regulations, so I'm gonna look them up for you guys. But it's just a lot. But like I said, anybody could be in the military. You just gotta, you know, like, you can't be flat-footed, you can't be on medication, you can't have mental disorders, you can't have a criminal background. Like I said, I don't know, I'm not sure, he might have been fucking with me, but that guy from my unit, he, said he was wavered in as a fucking criminal. I don't know. You can't be the last of your lineage. There's quite a bit that goes into it. But that's all I have for you guys today. Next video, I'm gonna try and get like the rules and regulations for like tattoos, for like haircuts, all that stuff. I'll try and get it for you as best as I could. But that's all I have for you right now, and the baby is crying, so this is where it's gonna end. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe if you liked it. Let me know what I did right. Let me know if you guys learned something about this. Let me know if you guys are planning on going to the military, because I respect you guys. It's gonna be tough, but I believe in you guys. You guys can push through. You got this. And have a wonderful day, guys.